Good evening from the Rooster Inn Observatory. Waiting for a little bit more darkness. As soon as I see more stars, we will attempt calibration. Although our first target is supposed to be Messier 81, I'm not going to miss out on the opportunity of imaging the International Space Station first. It is 9:11. I'll probably attempt calibration at 9:15. It is still bluish outside, still light, but we are close to having enough stars to calibrate the dwarf. One lesson that I learned is how important, or the importance of the cable that goes from the power pack to the dwarf. I'm finally using a lightning cable, which is a USB-C to USB-C, and it keeps the dwarf fully charged. It is at 100% as you see right now. And the battery is draining initially. This is the first time that I operate the dwarf truly remotely. It is far away from me, and if I have to reboot it manually, it will require going past 2 sleeping dogs. Okay, 2 more minutes and we'll attempt calibration. The only reason I'm rushing it is the International Space Station is due by at 9:28 and I'd like to attempt to capture it. All right, let's go. The DWARF is gonna close and reopen and turn all the way right, all the way left, so it knows what the limits are. Okay, this is a good picture. I'm looking at how many stars are in it, and this is good. This is looking good, folks. We have calibrated successfully. Next step is to go to manual. We're going to be doing a lot of that tonight. But at 21, 28, 30. Good morning, Robocop. I'm going to attempt to grab the International Space Station before we start with our Messier Marathon. "23 hours, 7 minutes, and 53 seconds. And declination 69. That's going to take a while to get to 69. Unfortunately, the thumb wheel on the mouse does not seem to translate into a thumb wheel on DWARF. 18 minutes. And 16 seconds. So we're going to send it there. All right. Why is it red? That's why. I'm going to go with 1/1000th. I'm going to leave the gain alone and see what that gives me. it should be a straightforward modification to the app to allow us to either manually extend the database or to link it to another program so that we can have access to an infinite number of objects. Within the minute, we should see the International Space Station fly by. I'm wondering whether we should just see it burn through versus attempting to get a clear image. Yeah, let's do that. There it is. There she is. There she is. Okay, success. Sorry I had all that garbage on the screen, but we do have a successful capture of the International Space Station. Time to get started with our Messier Marathon. The big question in my mind is, do we have to be hopping back and forth between 1 second and 80 seconds for the plate solving and the imaging? And the big question, other big question in my mind is, will it allow me to auto go to a different place without having to stop and start? Let's see. M81 is next. And it is 9 hours 55. Point 6. And then declination is 6904. Let's see if DWARF will go without a stopping stop-go too. It did. Looks like we have both 81 and 82 here. The rate ascension and the declination for the International Space Station obviously changes, but for the galaxies, they are fixed. For the comet, that's a different story. So it looks like we got M81 and let's do M82. Let's see if I can show you quickly what I'm working with. This is the website that I'm using. It provides an order that we can follow. I chose to start with Ursa Major and take it from there. So M81 is done, M82 is next. Let's go to M82. I'm trying to be lazy here and not have to change exposure back and forth. Let's see if I can convince it to do plate solving at 10 seconds. And keep it at IR cut. Feature, go to. Okay. M82 is 955.8. 0.8 is 48. And declination is 69.41. More satellites. Why does it keep switching my IR from cut to pass? And it changed. Looks like it automatically changes, so that is not a bad deal. So I don't have to change it manually. I don't know that we are in the right place. Unless this is what we are looking at. I fear that if we start stacking, last time I attempted to stack and stop and stack and stop, DWARF was not happy. M97 is 1114.8. And 5501. If it changes exposure on its own, when to do the plate solving, that'll save me work. Let's see if it get it. Yes, it has changed. Let's go back to cut. And let's go back to gain of a lot, exposure. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to stack and see what that's gonna give us. All right, we're starting to see it in the middle of the frame. "15" and gain of 80 is a bit too high. I will attempt 10" subs next. But there is the galaxy. Now this is the big question on my mind is will it crash on me if I stop the astro and then go to a different target? Stop. It said succeeded. Let's hope it did. M108 is next. Maybe I should look and see if any of these are in the catalog. Nope. Back to manual. So it is 11.5. And 5540. Let's go. I am not using filters, but for some reason DWARF switches the infrared filter on and off on me without me wanting to. Okay, what's happening here? That's what I feared. After the previous stack doesn't want to talk to me anymore. Let's see what we can do short of rebooting. Okay, it's not responding to this one. All right. Will it take a photo? So attempting to stack so we can see the galaxy and then stopping stacking has sent DWARF into a tizzy. Will it allow me to reboot? Okay, so far so good. Let's see if it'll allow me to go back without rebooting. Let's see if that saved the day. Don't know if the dwarf remembers that it is calibrated or not. We're going to try to go back to M108. I am sure if it doesn't want to go there, it let us know. 11, 11 and a half. Robocop, I am very concerned with putting the weight of the dwarf at an angle and expecting the tiny motors to still work without grinding. I did try it at an angle once and it did wonderful things. But I do have a big rig that is at an angle. Actually, Stellina is equatorial for all intents and purposes, and my Celestron is equatorial. So I'm going to use the dwarf as it is intended. 55-40 declination. Would have been so much better if they allow us to just type the numbers. $55.40. All right. Now, will it go or will it say it needs calibration? Oh. Okay. Good evening, dear crew. So we are there. Let's see if we can see anything. Tele. Gain. This does not give me confidence that we are seeing, that we are looking at anything here. Okay, I'm afraid we're going to have to stack a few and then find a way to get out of stacking without rebooting the system. Robocop, I live at 43 degrees latitude, which would put the dwarf at pretty much at a 45-degree angle. I read somewhere that somebody heard grinding, and I don't like to hear grinding when it's rotating around the azimuth axis. This is not happy stacking. I ran darks, so we should not see any hot pixels here. I don't know about the warranty. I have not seen much about not using it at an angle. So there's our 108. Let's see if we can get out of stacking in a graceful way without crashing the system. We're gonna stop Astro. Now last time we attempted to go to a different image, it misbehaved, so I'm gonna get out and see if I can get back in. I may actually not have to do this. It may adjust it automatically for me. We'll try it next time. (109) 11:57.6. That's going to be a long journey. Doesn't allow me to type them in and does not allow me to use the thumb wheel on the mouse. 11:57.6. And 53:23. I just got an email from High Point Scientific that the sea stars are delayed till at least August. There are some conspiracy theories about the delay, but I will not get into them here. (53:23), 11:57:36. We're going after M109. All right, let's do some stacking. Okay, there is a semblance of a galaxy in the middle. We're going to stack a few more. Robocop, when did you order the dwarf? They say that they are now delivering them within a week or two from orders. Oh, okay. Let me know if you need any help when it arrives. We'll gladly do the debugging together. So much for letting lying dogs lie. What is the Australian dollar worth in American these days? So we have 109. Time to go to M40. M40 is going to be the last one in Ursa Major. Not the most elegant way to do things, but if that's what's going to take for it to work, we're going to do it this way. $0.66, okay. Not bad. $12.22.4. There's another satellite. And then 58.05. 12, 22, 24, and 5805. Let's go. Oh, multiple more satellites. Oh no, these are stars. Okay, never mind. Okay, success. For those not familiar with M40, Messier 40 is basically just two stars side by side, which is what we have in the middle of the screen. There is M40. That's all. Going back to Charles Messier for just a moment, his goal was to catalog things that were not comets, because he was looking for comets, and that's how he ended up with the Messier catalog. All right, M40 is done. Looks like we have a battle rhythm here, or a workflow. Next one is 106. That'll be 1219. And 4718. The big feature that I like about the DWARF is the ability to go from 0 to 60, or to initialize it, calibrate it, and start imaging in literally under 3 minutes. (4718, 1219). Let's go. That is M106. Okay, success. Looks like we have a semblance of a galaxy in the middle. There it is. Don't need to do much to see it. Alright, M106 success, M94. It is 1250.9. I'm gonna go 51 and then 4107. Let's go. That's a satellite in the corner. M94 is almost overhead. It is at 88 degrees altitude. Let's see if we got it. That's one thing that Stellina cannot do. Stellina cannot look up. A dwarf apparently can. This is interesting. You can see the stars going round and round up there. So it appears to be struggling by facing straight up. Alright, we have M94, but it's out of the way. And it is interesting to note that stacking is not working very well when it's looking straight overhead. It seems to be stacking okay around M94, but the rest is showing very nice trails. I'm gonna sit on this one for a few more seconds. It's gonna make a nice picture. Actually, that'll be a worthwhile short video with the dog barking in the background. Right now the catalog that DWARF uses is in the app and not in the instrument. So allowing the app to query Stellarium or any other piece of software is straightforward. The CBWI for the Celestron does exactly that. You can specify any target you want and it will query it on the web and get the coordinates and enter them automatically. Right now, all I'm asking from DWARF Lab is to give us the ability to read an external file. I'd like to create my own file with all 110 Messier objects. I'd like the app to be able to access it and read it. I mean, I already have the file, it's sitting right here. But if we can do that initially, that'll be good. Okay, so this is M94. Stop it. Out and back. Next one is M63. What is M63? M63 is also way overhead. Let's go for it. $1315.8. And 42 degrees in 2 minutes. Please note that the battery is at 100%. Mentioned earlier this evening that I finally discovered that the cable between the power pack and the DWARF determines how much current is flowing. So by using a lightning cable and going USB-C to USB-C, I'm able to provide more current than DWARF needs, so it stays charged. And there it is, M63. M51 is next. We did a lot of work with M51. And the good news is M51 should be in the catalog. I don't know if the DWARF lab folks can make DWARF ASCOM compatible. Then we'll be able to control it from any ASCOM software. And then the sky is the limit. Excuse the pun. I don't see it. Alright, let's stack a few. M51 was my test case to look at the difference between a Bortle 4 and a Bortle 2. I don't see any evidence of M51 yet. Yes, it does. I wonder if it's time for us to refocus. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing M51 at all. Let me... Alright, let's try it at 160. It's going through critical focus and then continuing. Auto is still green, so it looks like it's still working. It stopped being green. Okay, I have a star here. I'm gonna try to do it manually. Have not been able to get the autofocus to work. So I'm gonna go back to manual. Okay, stop it, stop it. This is the star I was focusing on. Let's see if we can get it. This is pretty good. I'm seeing tiny stars everywhere, so I'm going to leave it at that. So we were trying to do M51 and Auto did not find it. So we're going to try to find it manually. Feature, go to manual. 1329.9. There's another satellite. and 4712. That is something else I like about dwarf. It slows very, very quickly. Very few of the Messier catalog, very few of the objects are in the dwarf catalog. I will pull up the catalog in just 1 second. Let me show you which ones are there. In the catalog, there is M1, M7, M8, M11, 13, 16, 17, 20. So it really is hit and miss. Not all of them are there. Okay, I think we're reasonably focused for now. Let's see if we can get that. See, this is unfortunate. It's right here. Either I entered the wrong coordinates, which is very possible, or we're having problems because it is literally overhead. Let me compile, let me stack a few. Yeah, this is what DWARF has been talking about, extending or expanding the catalog significantly to have all of the Messier objects in it. Yeah, there it is. It is not centered, but we got M51. Next on my list is M101. We're going to use their catalog to go to it. We're going to stop M51. And then do it very unelegantly by getting out and getting back in. Astro, feature, auto, go to. And there's M101. Confirm. It took what, 2 seconds to get to it, and then played solve. I don't see it. Let's stack. I think I see where it's gonna show up. Right around here. Just a touch to the right of the center of the screen. Yep, this is one M101. Next on the list is M102. Let's see if M102 is on the list. No. Manual. It is 1506.5. And declination is 5546. Good morning, Richard. How is Dumfries today? Get yourself a cup of coffee, you're going to be here for a while. M102 is known as the spindle galaxy. It's only 6 minutes by 2 minutes in 6 arc minutes by 2 arc minutes in terms of size, so I think this is it. Right here. Okay. Yeah, M102 is tiny. And we have not found an elegant way yet to move from one capture to the next without getting out and getting back in. Okay, M53. Let's see if M53 is on the list. Nope. Manual it is. Thirteen 12-9. $18.10. Looks like I already see the galaxy in there. But let us do due diligence. Yes, there it is. Yep. So we can declare success on this on M53 and move to the next one. Which is M64. It's not there either. Okay. 1256.7. And the declination is 2141. visibility in the northeast of the US has been suffering from all the smoke that we're getting from the Alberta wildfires. Late last week, the only thing I could see in the sky was Venus, even though it was supposed to be a clear night. That's how thick the smoke was. And there's M64. We still cannot add entries to the catalog. We have to enter them manually. No, the fires are far from under control. They're talking about 1 million acres on fire. Okay, M3 is next. And it is not on the list, so it's going to have to be entered manually. 1342.2. 1342. 12. And then 28, 23. Okay, let's go. Looks like we hit it right on. M3 is a bright one. I prefer to put the infrared filter in IR cut when I'm imaging galaxies, because for the most part the stars are going to be as white as they come. And then I use IR pass when I'm imaging nebulae or any dust out there. Yeah, this is definitely M3. M98 is next. It's not there. Manual we go. 12, 13.8. 1454. That's not good. What's going on here? Okay. This is the end of our exercise. Now the rest of the satellites are, the rest of the galaxies are far west from us, and they have not risen enough yet to be seen. And this is why Messier Marathon takes all night. So at this point I will wish you all a safe rest of the night. I'm going to take the dogs out, let the dogs in, and then go to sleep. Richard, earlier this evening we were able to capture the International Space Station as it passed overhead, flyover. It was the very beginning of this video. So if you're interested in looking at it, once I close this, you should be able to view it. It was very early on. Other than that, so long, and we'll see you tomorrow, skies permitting. Good night.